I think part of what gets trained in us somatically is about our own personal lives around trauma, but it's also about how the world expects each of us to be given our position. We each have habits, ways of being that are cultural, and some of what is cultural to us has to do with power and maintaining power. Some of the ways that we are with each other, some of the ways that we move, some of the ways we interact with each other have something to do with maintaining, if not power, stasis, maintaining things as they are. And so whenever we come into space together with all of this true, there's so much to hold. It goes back to that point around practice. Ask of us is to be practicing different things, not behaving in the kind of rote or expected or easy ways with one another, but to try new things in new contexts and be willing to be wrong and mess up. And to create, I think, a culture or a space where it is okay to mess up, but it is not okay to stay in the same place as you mess up. It's not okay. So I think that's some of it. In my facilitation, it's like, how do I make this expectation clear? And also, I can be in my own facilitation somewhat disruptive to the status quo. I was telling somebody recently, I will interrupt people, or I will ask a question that says, when was the last time you listened to somebody else in this group? Because some of us can get so used to being heard,
Right.
or maybe we spend a lifetime being heard or being listened to. And our listening skills are not on par with our skills of expressing how we feel. Some of that has to do with training, some of it has to do with how the world trains men, or how the world trains white people, or how the world trains people with money, or whatever the context. It's like you are valued, and therefore your voice is valued, and so other people can get trained out of talking or into hesitation. So it's like encouraging people out of that, and also encouraging people to up their listening. That is a skill. It's a
Mm.
deep skill. So yeah, just try to be a loving troublemaker.
This is Lynn Fraser with the Radical Recovery Summit. We have an exciting lineup for our fifth annual, including Dr. Gabor Mate as our keynote speaker. Head on over to radicalrecoverysummit.com to learn more and watch the interviews.